What's up, and welcome back to the channel. So today I'm going to be working on the Coupe again, right? So right now what I'm about to start on is installing the rear trailing arms. Now these, you probably saw in a few videos back where I made the all-wheel drive version of the trailing arms from just an old set of trailing arms that I had here. I did that so that I could keep the car mobile and not use the trailing arms that were on the car. Granted, we could have done that. Doesn't matter if the trailing arms were originally a drum or disc. Once the all-wheel drive conversion is completed, they're disc brakes, no longer drums. So if you do have drum brakes, you'll need to get all the components to make it a disc conversion. As far as like the caliper, the rotor, all the brackets, brake lines, e-brake cables, all that kind of stuff. And I was lucky enough to find some locally, and I found them for a good deal and was able to get those a couple days ago. And I've had these trailing arms done for probably a month or two, and just now getting to where I could put them on here, because I didn't want to put them on here without all the disc components, and I just really didn't want to pay retail for some, and I didn't honestly have time to go get some from the junkyard. So I just made a post on Facebook, and like I said, I found some locally for a pretty good deal. And now I'm going to start taking these trailing arms off of this and see if we can get these other ones installed. And then a refresher on the trailing arms that we have. These again were drums. Put a PLM adapter plate on there. I sell these on my website. There's a link in the description. And then it has a Honda Insight hub, and it also has spherical trailing arm bushings. These two are PLM, and just goes in there, and those will be linked in the description also. And then we will be installing these Jack Spaniel Racing lower control arms. These are fresh off the mill over at Jack Spaniel Racing. These are brand new, and I think I had one of the first sets of these that he actually sent out. What these do is they offset the shock so that you have clearance for the axles. This is pretty much a replica of another one, but this is more affordable for maybe some of the common people that, you know, just trying to do an all-wheel drive on a budget like me. So these are pretty affordable. I think if you use the discount code that I'll put in the description, I think they come in just under $200 for the pair. So there's that. All right, so we got the Jack Spaniel arms on now. Let's see how it shifts the shock once we pull this back. Heck yeah. So last night, me and Josh, we really got after finishing this up. We didn't really record much because we were just knocking it out. We did wind up getting the trailing arms on, as well as the Jack Spaniel lower control arms. And then of course you've seen the PLM diff mount. And everything fits excellent. Zero issues getting anything to fit. It was awesome. And everything fits excellent. Check it out. So again, we have the PLM diff mount available on Honda Resource website. Link in the description. We have the Jack Spaniel lower control arms. Again, I'll put a link in the description and a discount code. Let them know that Honda Resource sent you, you know what I mean? But it offsets the shock. It allows clearance here. So otherwise, the shock would sit too close to the axle, and I've seen it to where they actually would rub the boot of the axle. So zero issues there. Got the lower control, or the trailing arms installed. You can see you got the PLM spherical trailing arm bushings in there. Again, link in the description. All right. The rear disc on here. Now these were a used set of rear discs that I bought. and they still drag a little bit on that rust on there. So that's that racket. But you can see that it spins the diff. The diff is open right now, so it don't spin both sides, you know. But if you go over here, spin this one, you see it's also spinning the diff. So good to go. These had some people ask about the axles. Well, first of all, we're using a first gen CRV diff. The light is just killing me over here. This is a first gen Honda CRV diff, like 97 to 01. And the axles are both axles are passenger. Still gonna finish that. They're both passenger rear CV axles for first gen Honda CRV, so 9701. So you'll need two passenger ones. They're different. Two. All right, there we go. But yeah, they're different than the driver's side. They're I don't remember if they're longer or shorter, but whatever. They're both the passenger though. You can see everything looks really nice in there. I've got to still make some little brackets to hold my brake lines up away from the axle. So right now it's just sitting up there. But that's no big deal there. You see, we just took that bracket off and it's just sitting up there and it's actually holding it up out of the way. So I don't know, we'll figure all that out. We bled the brakes on the rear last night, so you can see a little bit of fluid from where we did that. So I got a good brake pedal now. Now we just got to get e-brake cables installed. You see we got our little brackets up there. Right? We just got to run the cables. So, what do you think about it? I mean, it's a budget-friendly option. I recognize that it's knockoffs, right? But not everyone has the money to be going out and buying the true OG. You know, I mean, I've had the OG. It worked well, 0 issues. If you have the money to buy the OG, 1010 recommend, no issues. I had it on my 900 horsepower car and literally perfect. But if you're balling on a budget and you want something that's more budget friendly, maybe check out one of these options. I promise you, it won't go wrong. It'll do fine. So again, if you're interested in any of the parts that I've used in this video, check out the links in the description, and also use the discount codes that I'll put below so that you get the best deal on all these parts. Thanks again for tuning in. Make sure you like the video, comment below, and let me know what you think about the parts that I'm using. And make sure you subscribe to the channel so that you can keep up with the budget all-wheel drive build. Hope to see you on another one soon. Peace.